It's the holiday season once again, but I'm not feeling very jolly. Should I play some games to help? We're in a handheld revival right now. The Evercade Versus is out, the Playdate's on its way, and the Analog Pocket is available as well, and I got one right here. So maybe I should play some Game Boy Christmas games to cheer myself up? I don't know. Hello?
Patrick, you making it for Christmas dinner?
I'm not sure, Frank. I don't feel that great. Maybe later, if I feel a little bit better, I'll come over.
You don't feel that great. You don't make it over here, I'll make you feel a lot worse.
I'll see how I feel a little bit later after I play some Game Boy games. Okay?
I don't even know what that is. It sounds like some geek thing. Why don't you do something real instead of playing video games? Just get your ass over here and bring the Strufoli.
Well, in that case, let me get started with Home Alone on Game Boy.
Oh, man. If that kid doesn't make it over here, I don't know what I'll do. Christmas will be ruined.
Home Alone, developed by Imagineering in Jersey and published by THQ in 1991. It's based, of course, on the classic film starring Macaulay Culkin. If you're familiar with the SNES version, this is a similar format, with Kevin trying to collect various McAllister family belongings while evading thieves. Each of the 4 stages has a required amount of items that have to be gathered and then drop down chutes that lead to the basement and the vault, because that's a traditional part of most family homes, right? Land on your feet, kitty. You would think that the McAllisters would have homeowners insurance to not risk their son's life, but yeah, use him as a child security guard. Anyway, each stage has Kevin running around collecting items that are sometimes hidden in boxes or cabinets. Criminals will stand in your way and you can use your water pistol to stun them for a few seconds while they double over in pain, and you can then jump over them. The only way to truly eliminate thieves is to use a more powerful weapon like the slingshot or BB rifle. You'll shoot your eye out, kid. Or by setting off one of the stage traps, which usually is an object falling on a thief's head. Yay, merrily crushing skulls! This game is tough. Some foes will chase after you, screen after screen, and they'll even wait for you in the hallway after coming out of a room. Fluffer sugar plums. There are cookies for more health, pizza slices for extra lives. Why is that in the bathroom? And aftershave, which grants limited invincibility, since they have to include one of the film's most iconic moments somehow, so alright, whatever. This is a mostly unfun slog. The difficulty is a bit much, considering that some enemies take a lot of hits before being stunned or eliminated. Graphics are okay, the controls adequate, I guess, but the music is annoying 30-second loops that make me want to stick candy canes in my ears. After fetching all the required items on each stage, the basement door will be unlocked, but then you get locked in after you enter it, even though you unlocked the door, but the lock is still on the door, and my brain, why am I thinking this much about a THQ game? The basement has these boss sections that are worse than sour eggnog. They consist of awkward avoidance. You then have to beat the bosses by dropping bricks on their heads. First a spider, then a rat, and a ghost in the 3rd stage. They are exactly the same. Each stage has a different genre of items to collect. There are valuables, toys, pets, and even electronics. A Game Boy? A crummy commercial? Son of a bitch! At the end, you'll face the wet bandits themselves, and then the furnace, which at least is a clever callback to the film. If you fail in this borefest, the game over screen has a lifeless Kevin hanging while Marv and Harry pose with crowbars. Yay, beating kids to death! Ho ho ho! That was less than spectacular, right? Let's try the sequel. Hello?
Hey, I'm just checking in. Where are you at?
Home Alone 2.
Yeah, I know, smartass. We're both home alone because you think playing video games is more important than Christmas.
No, I'm playing Home Alone 2.
Playing? You are home alone, and I'm home alone too. What's going on?
What's on second?
I don't know. Third base.
Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, developed again by Imagineering, Jersey, and published in 1992 by THQ. This is similar to its SNES and NES counterparts, and is more of a standard action platformer than a fetch quest. This time, both the Wet Bandits and Tim Curry are after you. Harry calls Marv a simp. I think that word has a different meaning today. You start out in the hotel. Thankfully, you get a jump worth a damn here and, oh, hello, I'm dead already. If Tim Curry touches Kevin at all, you lose a life. This happens immediately when you start the game. That's like a doctor smacking the baby right after escaping the womb. Alright, so you have to set a trap of beads to deal with Tim Curry. So you plod along and contend with enemies like hotel snakes and a killer vacuum cleaner. You can get a dart gun and a more powerful flying fist gun. But for a lot of the enemies, your bizarre knee slide can take them out or help avoid them. Is this a thing that Kevin performs in the movie? So you'll find cookies and pizza slices like in the first game, and a bell for an extra high jump, as well as aftershave and candy canes this time for invincibility. Wait, what? Tim Curry can still grab you when you're invincible? What the hell's the point of it then? The hotel stage has old ladies and clerks as foes until you reach the elevator that just won't open when you press the button. Come on, this is less responsive than my father each Christmas when I asked for electronic battleship.
That's right, I'm not letting it go. It still hurts. I just wanted to sink a battleship, that's all. That's all, just doom a bunch of sailors. They get to drown, their lungs fill up with water until they burst. That's all. That's innocent, childlike fun, right?
So you assault enough suitcases until the elevator door opens. You then aimlessly explore various floors and rooms and, no, damn you, Tim Curry! Wait, maybe he's upset that you used his own beads as a weapon against him. Deep movie reference there, Pat. Eventually, you reach the kitchen and face a chef. If you can't figure out what to do, just use your knee attack to deal with him and tear his clothes off. Tear his clothes off? He's bouncing away like he has the runs. Maybe he had a bathroom slice. Ugh, bubble guts. Next is a Central Park jog, avoiding club and bomb-wielding thugs. And then there's some feisty zoo animals, before going underground to avoid pigeons and meeting the pigeon lady herself. So far, this is harmless fun, but the third stage in the giant house really roasts my chestnuts. It's a labyrinth with various doors and no rhyme or reason for when most will unlock. There are a few keys, but most doors unlock by themselves after you walk through other doors and rooms. And there's weird shit like floating Marv and Harry. Like, what, they're ghosts now? What is this gingerbread house madness? This stage wasn't terrible until I got stuck. I opened and went through every door. After wandering around for about 20 minutes, I decided to consult the internet. Good thing I did, since the solution is ridiculous. You are supposed to fall through the floorboards at this specific spot, even though you die falling through any other floor section. This is insane. You could only find this by accident. So in this negative zone, you find a key and then trial and error your way out to the city again, where you knee rats and dogs in the face for a minute until the final tree climbing stage. Boy, oh boy, do I loathe this game. While it's better produced than the original, the overall design sucks rotten fruitcake.
That was ridiculous. I'm not dreaming of a white Christmas. I'm dreaming of a decent Christmas game. Well, maybe I'll have better luck on the Game Boy Color?
The Grinch, developed and published by Konami in 2000, on the heels of the beloved live-action adaptation of the holiday cartoon classic. This title is a strange stealth maze hybrid where you play as the Grinch or dog buddy Max and have to collect/steal all the gifts and other items in each stage to ruin Christmas for Whoville. Yeah, the hell with the Who people and say, why not sexy up a children's Christmas game, Konami? Am I right? I wonder who's stuffing her stocking. So the game has you running around the stages trying to avoid Whoville folks who will freak the F out and chase you if you are seen. Ah! If you get caught, you earn a heart but lose a life. Oh, that may be the first for a game. You can use the Grinch's burp to stun the Who people for a few seconds, or you can make snowballs and throw them. If two townsfolk run into each other, they'll take each other out for a few seconds. This looks easy, but the game quickly ramps up the difficulty. If Who peeps weren't enough of a challenge, each stage has a timer, but pickups can increase it. Either way, this game is tough, but thankfully there are unlimited continues. The quality production puts this title over the top. The graphics and animation are nice, there are solid sound effects and music, and cute cutscenes. And stages using Max and the Grinch in a go-kart are a nice change of pace. For what seems to be a simple premise, this is a cute and challenging holiday diversion. Alright, I dig it.
Well, seeing a Who hottie was fun, but that wasn't enough to light my Yule log, so to speak. Wait, what? Let's try one more game.
Santa Claus Jr., developed by Neon Studios and published by Joe Wood Productions in 2001. The story in this European exclusive is nuts. You're a purple-haired lad playing a Game Boy Color game by Neon? A crummy commercial again? Anyway, you're playing it, and right outside the window, Santa is attacked by a witch, and his clothes explode off his body. What's with losing clothes in Christmas games? Santa's robe lands next to the boy, and a cute green pixie in a slinky nightshirt tells you what's going on. Does someone at Neon Studios have a fairy fetish? I'm not judging or anything. Meanwhile, the witch has now put a tiny, naked Santa in a fishbowl. What? Please tell me those aren't Santa's jingle bells I see. I guess the witch is jealous of Christmas getting all the holiday shine instead of Halloween. Or maybe she's got a fetish of her own. Again, no judgment. So you set off to rescue Santa while wearing his robe. Ew, that thing probably smells like whiskey, elf sweat, and reindeer turds. So this standard platformer is set in different worlds like a house, town, church, forest, and finally, the witch's castle. The objective of each stage is simply to reach the exit. Simple, right? There's only a jumping attack to take out various foes like wild animals, gargoyles, and even cats. Aw, don't hurt the rabid kitties. There are candy canes to pick up, again candy canes, in every frickin' game. 25 rewards an extra life. There's hearts, Christmas tree checkpoints, and presents that act as an end-of-game points bonus. But that's it. There's no power-ups, no extra weapons, no nothing. However, the strong platforming carries the Christmas day. The controls are precise, and there's enough variety in the stages, like bouncing on balloons, climbing vines, grabbing and climbing on ledges, or hand-walking on power lines to keep the platforming interesting. The sprite animation is very good. Look at how you move in your cute, smelly robe. The backgrounds are well detailed, the graphics colorful. Duh, it's the Game Boy Color, Pat. And the enemies are cute and goofy. There are also hidden mini bonus stages you can find, like this Christmassy Egyptian tomb? Okay. The challenge is adequate. It ramps up gradually and appropriately, but it's fair. The end witch boss battle is fun, which makes me wish there were other boss battles to play. And tiny nude Santa trying to escape the fishbowl is disturbing, yet adorable? Maybe? I'd be reindeer butt if I didn't mention the music. The lively, whimsical soundtrack is a delight, even if the tracks aren't Christmas themed. Either way, it's far better than Days Before Christmas. You know what? I like this game. I mean, it doesn't have Whoville hotties, but it's pretty good. And that does it for these Game Boy Christmas games. You know, my heart has grown 3 sizes playing these. I think I'm feeling better now.
Hey, are you done with that game crap?
Yeah, I'm finally feeling the Christmas spirit.
Great. Head on over here and don't forget the Strufoli.
Oh, I'm sorry, Frank. I forgot to get the Strufoli this year.
What? That's my favorite Italian dessert. What good are you if you can't get the Strufoli? You should just stay home and play video games, you nerd.
Hello?
Just kidding. Merry Christmas. You're a jerk, though, for not getting the Strufoli. But when you do come over, bring some cash. What? I'm saving up for the Ancient Alien box set.
Oh, that's my Frank. But seriously, you upset me and made me cry. Yeah.
I don't know. Third base.
Look at the camera.
Okay, I was looking at you. You made the weirdest face I've ever seen in my life. You were like, you should have taken that. I couldn't believe it. You can't do that. That's the kind of face when you're in class and someone makes it and you start laughing and get in trouble. I don't know.